Greetings, you're listening to The Scene Today. My name is John Ennis, and I'm joined by my partner in business, life, parenting, and pretty much everything. That's Betsey Ennis, editor of The Scene magazine. How goes it, Betsey?
Hey, John. I'm great.
Awesome. Well, we're coming to you live from the Scene magazine production studio, and we wanted to talk a little bit about what the Scene has been up to in recent months. Obviously, we've all been affected by the pandemic. And, of course, when you put out a magazine that basically is 100% geared towards getting people out of the house and participating in the community, eating out, enjoying live music, family festivals, just getting outside of the house, a situation like we've been in for the last 2+ months is pretty counterproductive to our mission for the magazine. So we've pivoted some. And I guess, Betsey, we're going to talk a little bit about that, what we've been up to. We have not put out a print edition in a couple months because we decided that most of our clients have been, closed up until very recently, and people haven't been out and about. So there wouldn't be anybody out there to pick up the magazine even if we put one out.
Right.
So we've pivoted. We've been really focusing on the digital, on the mobile, on the social side of things. We've been just doing a lot of work for our clients, for free. We have not been charging our clients for anything we've done for the last few months. Matter of fact, we haven't even sent out invoices to our clients, that are open. We just figured, our clients, for a long time actually were, shut down. All their staff was out of work, and we just didn't feel right, piling on and reminding them, that they have open invoices. So,
right.
So we've held off doing that, but we're really excited about what we have been working on. And there's a couple different things we could talk about. I'm going to go in the direction that probably excites me the most, and that's the mobile. That's the phone. Everybody's got a smartphone nowadays. Actually, it's kind of the centerpiece of everybody's life. Well, we figured, we're not producing the print edition. This gives us some time to really focus on some projects that we actually already had been working on, but we just haven't had enough time to really focus deep on it. And that was creating a mobile app for the Scene. And not only have we created a mobile app for the Scene, which I'm really excited about, and it's got all kinds of functionality. Matter of fact, while I'm talking to you, I'm going to pull it up here so I can look at it so I can remind myself what all it does.
It's really pretty exciting.
Yeah. No, I'm pumped about it. I mean, it's much more than I ever wanted. I mean, I thought it would be cool if we, at some point had a mobile app that had the content that we have in print, but it's available on people's phones. And we kind of already had that. We're part of a large publication service called Issue. We were an early member. It's one of the top visited. Actually, it's the top visited website for magazine content. And they actually have an app. I mean, and we've been in that app, a major player in that app for, I want to say almost 10 years now.
Something like that. It's been a long time, but it's really cool that you could go in there and you could flip through the magazine digitally.
Yeah. I mean, and you can subscribe. You get alerts, push notifications whenever we publish a new magazine. So, I mean, it was cool, but it wasn't our own.
Right.
We needed our own.
We needed our own for sure.
So what I've come up with, what I've learned how to develop, and this has been a long process, using, I've got to this point after trying a lot of different solutions over the last 2.5 years. Incredibly excited about the solution that I've kind of created now that we'll talk about, more about it. But it's called SCENEmobile. That's what the app's going to be called. It's got a directory where you can, right now in the directory you have restaurants, bars, clubs, attractions, hotels, automotive, beauty, breweries, fitness, real estate, marketing, water sports, retail. We're going to be adding more categories. The real cool thing about this app too is it's going to be really easy for me to update it constantly. I mean, we can constantly update information. We can send out push notifications.
And it'll be immediate. It
will be immediate. Yeah, you won't even have to download a update for the app. It'll actually, the next time you open the app, it'll be
there.
It'll be there. Yeah. So we've got a concept that we've had in mind for a while that's part of the app is called Scene Steals. And That I've got it built into the app right now. And actually, I've even got a couple of our clients' full menus, where you can actually, in theory, order online, or take advantage of special discounts. Whether or not that makes it to the first version that's released, I might actually pull that out until we really come up with a real game plan with the clients that want to participate. But so we have SCENEsteals, we have SCENEradio, which is our fully functional Scene radio station, which is streaming 24/7. You can already listen to it on our website. We've got the rights to. The vision for SCENEradio is to really focus on the local music scene. And I've already got permission from a number of local bands, and we're going to be starting incorporating their music. When I was building the app and building the radio station just to get it functional, I went ahead and got the rights to I think there's 3 major agencies that I had to get the rights to basically all the popular music. And matter of fact, right now, I'm kind of curious who's playing right now. Right now, Filter, Hey Man, Nice Shot. And the one kind of cool thing I've done with the playlist for the SCENEradio is I focused on bands who've actually played in the Clear Lake area or in the Clear Lake Galveston area. So, you've got, of course, that includes a lot of bands that have played Scout Bar, from Filter to Saliva, obviously The Hunger, Vallejo. But even bands like Tonic, who, Betsy and I got to go to a cool concert that the Scene was involved with down at Moody Gardens back in the day. The Bengals, actually the Tonic opened for the Bengals that night.
That was an amazing concert.
Yeah, so, but really, and we're probably going to have some blocks of, I'm going more detailed into SCENEradio than I probably figured I would. And Betsy's giving me the nod. Yeah, you are. But so I'm going to have some blocks tied into, national acts that have played local, in a lot of different styles of music, but then really excited about the partnership that we're building with some of the local bands, and because it's really, let's face it, you can hear a lot of the national music pretty much anywhere, but a radio station that really highlights. That's what the Scene's about. It's keeping it local. So the SCENEradio is, and the funny thing is, at one point in my mind, that was going to be the extent of the Scene app, was basically listening to our radio station and maybe a couple other things. So we've got a full directory. We've got SCENEsteals. We've got SCENEradio. We've got the SCENEtoday, which is what you're listening to right now. We've got links to basically all of the Scene sponsored content. So that's SCENEtoday. That's Galactic Coast Power Hour. That's Weekends on the Water, which actually, as soon as I'm done here, I'm heading off to the Jet Surf Houston studio to record an episode with extreme water sports competitor and Jet Surf Houston founder Jordan Davlin. We've got multiple calendars, including both a calendar that we can update, but then what's really cool is we have the calendar from our website that's incorporated in here. And see, right now I'm showing Betsy, and but, you can see
it.
Look here, the first event, Bones Draught House on Friday, is the Ojos Rojos single release party, which actually I'd like to go to. I haven't told you about that yet. But
put it on the calendar.
Right. It's on this calendar, but put it on our personal calendar.
Yes.
Yeah. So
our synced up calendar.
Yeah. So, also another thing you can do is, like I said, the issue app, you can flip through our magazines. We have the same functionality here. I've already added like the last, I think 30 or 40 issues. I can go deeper than that. I just have to add some more.
That's already a pretty deep dive.
Yeah, that's already pretty deep, and it's probably a lot. There's a chat, and then, there's just a lot of functionality I'm real excited about. What I'm going to do is, we're recording this now and this is going live, but I will also provide a video with our same audio so we'll have kind of more of an example of what the app. But the funny thing about the app is that now that's not even necessarily what I'm most excited about.
Right.
Is now, by coming into this process and learning how to build mobile apps, I've now learned how to build mobile apps for all Scene clients.
That's right.
So we've launched, actually, we're kind of officially launching it right now, I guess.
Yeah.
It is SCENEmobile Studios. And the purpose of that is, to have the ability to build mobile apps for clients, but not just, there's a lot of different functionality we can add to the mobile apps. Number one, we can have a menu complete to go or delivery. We can actually, do transactions. and it allows our clients to, and I started this obviously about a while ago, a couple months ago, or, during the quarantine. And of course, at that point, everything was to go. So, part of the vision was to give clients a really efficient way to do to go and deliveries. And by when I say deliveries, I mean they control their own destiny. They're not paying a middleman. We're going to build an app for a client where, and what I'm really hoping to, and I've already started building it, although I need to follow up with him about it, is Dan's Pizza. Is where, a way for me just to pull up my phone and order some pizza to go or for delivery from Dan's Pizza.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. So
let me slow you down right
Sure,
there.
sure, please.
So when you say I'm able to, that you are able to build apps for Scene clients, does that mean they have to be an existing Scene client?
They do not have to be an existing Scene client. Good question there. No, actually, we're going to be building apps for anybody who wants an app.
That's awesome.
And the cool thing, and the amount of different things, I mean, there's loyalty programs, there's all these different kind of modules I can put in there, and you can like, there's geofencing, so whenever you're near say Bacchus, and you have notifications turned on, Bacchus might offer you a special right there on the spot. Boom.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and the cool thing too is that not only am I building an app for the client, but I'm empowering them. I'm going, they're going to have, there's what's called a CMS, content management system. So the client themselves can log in, they can update information, they can change prices, they can add information, they can upload photos, they can send out push notifications. I mean, they could do a different, what I'm calling right now a scene steal of the week or of the day. I mean, maybe a certain client has a couple, maybe they had a bunch of steaks prepared and they didn't sell out, so they want to try to unload a couple steaks in the 2 hours before they close. Boom, they can send out a push notification to everybody that that has the app and
has their notifications turned on.
Yeah, and has their notifications turned on, and of course, I mean, we're assuming. I mean, this isn't this. I'm assuming most people that download the apps will want to keep in contact with and of course, people will be pulling up the app anyway, even if they don't have notifications turned on. Even just kind of the simplest thing, like, right now we've had the opportunity to go out to a number of our clients and eat, and they all have the, I was wondering how they're going to handle menus, and it's all paper disposable, and actually, and I'm not suggesting that doesn't work, but in theory, you could have a QRC code anywhere, which, QRC codes are actually starting to work pretty well now. I know it's technology that I was excited about, like, 12 or 13 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
a while back.
Yeah, we used to put QRC codes everywhere we could in the magazine.
Yeah.
And it was
cutting
pretty
edge
cool
back then.
Well, you used to have a special app to read them and stuff, and there's kind of pain. Now, I mean, I don't know about Android phones, but I know with iPhones, even my older one.
It's like you just take a picture.
Yeah, you just put your camera over it, and you don't even have to barely get it, lined up right. I mean, it'll just pull up whatever the link is. So in this case, first of all, a client could have a poster at their restaurant with the QRC code, to download the app right there on the spot.
Or a table tent.
Yeah, or a table tent, even better. See, that's why you're around.
Here.
That's why you make the big bucks.
That's why you keep me around.
That's why you got the good ideas. They can pull up they can do the QRC code and pull up their menu in the app, and and boom,
less waste.
In theory, and some of these ideas, I've had for a little while. You could even pull up the app and actually order without even interfacing with a server. In theory, I mean, there's just a lot of different functionality. And like I said, loyalty programs. I mean, it really allows the client to keep in contact directly with their clientele, with their audience, without going through a third party. Nothing against Facebook and all that, and I'm sure all that, will still be around. But I mean, this way you're communicating directly with your clients. And I'm excited that the Scene is positioned and capable to make that happen. So that's one of the big things that we've really been focused on during this, during the last couple months. We've also really, really, really upgraded our website, which is, it's a community content engine. Actually, everybody out there has the ability to create a profile, log in, add events, add to our directory. Our clients, we've actually created accounts for all our Scene clients, and they will have a whole host of, they're obviously getting upgraded, accounts. ones with that are also available to other businesses that aren't clients for a price.